US markets sank. There was fears of inflation and uncertainty over tariffs. And look at the numbers. Those are the markets. Not a particularly pleasant way to go into the weekend. Bitcoin's even worse. It's really been clobbered. It's down nearly over 3%. And remember, that was over 100,000 not that long ago. Now, the head of the UK's financial watchdog, the FCA, is worried that young people are choosing to invest in crypto over equities and bonds, warning there's a very high risk that you could lose all your money. Nikhil Rathi is with me now. He's behind the warnings. This is more serious than the warnings of investments can go up and can go down, isn't it, in a sense, which is the old standard warning that people got. This is really, you could lose the lot.
Absolutely, and we're really clear about that. Crypto's worth around $3 trillion globally, but the point I was making was that more young people own crypto now than shares. And when people are thinking about where they put their savings, is that the right thing for the long term for them?
Is that it? Because it's easier to trade crypto? You can go on the various online platforms. It is actually more difficult to do stocks and shares.
Yeah, and there are influencers involved. Social media's a big part of this. There's a part of this is about entertainment as well as trading, and some of it's gambling too. So there's a whole range of reasons that pull people into crypto.
It's sexy, sir.
It's exciting.
Sorry, buying the FTSE is not sexy.
What we're saying is people have to be conscious of the risks, and but we're always open for innovation in the UK. We have a lot of crypto firms that come through our sandboxes. We've opened that up for support for international firms too, with proper regulation.
But now this is really the point. It's proper regulation. How do you protect people from themselves?
Through education. So we are very clear that if you put money into crypto, you have to be ready to lose everything. And you've just talked about the price of Bitcoin today. It can move up and down very fast. And there are other cryptocurrencies that are even more volatile. So we're very transparent about that.
Would you be in favour of restrictions, waiting periods, all sorts of know your customers, more than we've already had at the moment? Because I often think that we've got it wrong in a sense. I get trouble from my bank, and I've been banking with them for 35 years with forms and documents, but I can go and buy crypto tomorrow and lose the lot.
So in the UK, we're a major international financial centre. So we have international money laundering standards. We've taken prosecutions in relation to crypto, one of the most active regulators in the world in doing that. And we regulate financial promotions to make sure that they're clear, fair, not misleading, and have taken a lot of actions there as well. So we've put some of those restrictions in place, but at the same time, people need to be free to decide what they want to do with their money.
It's fascinating. If if you look at $100 invested across all the various different asset classes, I suppose Bitcoin is still probably doing the best of it. We had some numbers that you look there. You go 118 on Bitcoin, 109 on the FTSE, and if you start going down the road of bonds, then you really are into complicated stuff.
Well, the point we've been making in the UK is that we've got a massive international financial centre. It's hugely successful, but actually a lot of our citizens don't actually invest in markets. And they've got a huge amount in cash, over £400 billion in cash.
Oh, that's a bigger issue. That's a bigger issue, because that goes back to Sid in the 1980s and shareholder democracies and all of those sort of things.
And we want them investing in markets for the long term, so they've got better pensions, more secure retirement. So I'm not saying there's no role for crypto, but we want people to be taking a balanced approach and also support the UK economy by investing in some of these other things.
Do you think it can start earlier at school?
Absolutely. So
financial literacy.
That's one of the challenges in the UK. We don't have strong enough numeracy or financial literacy. A core part of what we've been talking about this week as we've been launching our strategy is how do we help consumers navigate their financial lives? And a big part of that is capability in schools, but also in the workplace. A lot of people don't engage with their pensions till they're in their 50s and don't know how they're going to plan for retirement either.